Okay, got a leaned in oak branch on an ironwood tree. A lot of branches that would have had to come through to land there, but right on the base of a trail, which I do know they come through here. Got a branch hang behind me, browned out branch hang on the trail. This is a little weird too. There's one that's broke downwards. Here's one browned out branch hang on the trail. Yeah, they're all on the trail. Literally. So you hit the next trail here. You got break downwards. Breaks downwards. There's one there. One right there. One right here. All broke the same way. Actually facing the trail. This one's actually away from the trail, but on this trail. So usually, so you get the ones that lean like that. They'll come right through here. Let's see. How do they come through this? Maybe they crawl under. I bet you they duck under that. I bet you they go right under that. That or right here. I'll probably step over maybe. There's a branch hanging there. But here's the cool part. Right where the trail is. Bunch of breaks. But they actually broke it to kind of cover right here. And then you get into their hangout, which is a pretty big area. I gotta go really slow with this camera because there ain't no real stabilization on it. That's why it's so bouncy. Top of a popple tree, which there ain't none up above that's broke off, but look how all this is leaned in. Look at that, that's a white oak. That's bent like that back there. Figured I'd come in here. Snow's hit now, so this is the point where the tracks, like, literally rarely come across any tracks, but when there ain't snow, you get the track impressions everywhere, like bowled out heel, bowled out big toe track impressions. So what do? I'm not sure. Dimensional, I don't know. Wow, it's just phenomenal in here. How barricaded the road part is. You get towards the highway and it's just barricaded. Yeah, wait till you see what I'm coming up on here. Oh, so many of these are placed, guys. Like, placed. There's a perch symbol, right? So hard to tell. Yeah, that's literally bent in and tucked under that. Here's the perch symbol. Right there. Two-stick teepee, I call them. And then you get into perches. That's a pretty fresh break right there. Little one. Had mushrooms, big mushrooms down in here this last. It was pushing fall, not quite, but big mushrooms that they were. It was like mouth-like bites out of it, not little squirrels or little animals. It was mouth-like bites off them. And that was right in here. Look at this, guys. This is insane. That is insane. Just all woven together. Just massively woven together here. And it's clear right here. And then you got the branching marking a perch. So right here, beautiful perch. Deer hunting season. I'm on private property, so. Here's a hangout marker. So this is actually coming in. They got hangouts all through here, but the big X, symmetrical X, you know, there's a hangout somewhere behind it, or that's probably marking this hangout, this area right here. So they'll have, what I think, they'll have different hangouts in the same section of the woods, you know. Like maybe this one's nighttime only, maybe the, you know, because it's pushing up towards where the house and stuff is. I gotta get off the highway before some deer hunter decides to shoot in the woods here. I got black on. Here's what they call a triple, but it's not. It comes into a major X here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them all in one spot, coming up into another one, and then a dead center oak leaner coming through there. Lean or bend, sorry. Perch right there. This beautiful bend. Let me show you guys the dead center. So a lot of times I say it's the leaning one, right? Right there. So that's your dead center of that bend. Look at that one that's back there. Comes up. And look where they both meet. Dead center of the bend. Perfectly. Yeah, then you got the next X, and this one's leaned in perfectly on the X. Just phenomenal. They're not stupid. Whoa. Wow. Wow, that's cool. That one's actually laid in there. And it's propped up on that branch and propped up on that branch. You even got a branch hanging right next to it. That was really cool. Yeah, this is really neat too. And it happens to be a branch hanging right here. These get me every time. Like, I know they do this. Like, there's been some that another tree's pressed really, really hard against it, and you actually gotta move the branch, pull it off there to even get the leaf down on there. This one ain't like that, but this I've seen know that they do. Just the circumstances of it, it couldn't have got on there unless it was pried apart and placed, you know, things like that. That one's really neat. I'm not sure where that one came from. It's a little harder to tell when there's snow. So this is the next point of what I got to figure out. Where do they go? You know, do they raise their energy and, you know, go into that parallel universe or other dimension, and maybe they can, you know, not have to walk. Maybe they just pop in and out wherever they want to. Like summertime, they're in here like crazy. Look at this browned out leaf hang. Look at that one. Definitely placed. Like, it didn't come from up above. This is really fresh. It was broke somewhere here. I can see where they broke it from. By the ground, I'm guessing. But leaned up in there. Both these are leaned up in. Brown oak branching. Probably a trail. Look at the X right there. That heads in that way. Oh yeah, here's the trail coming up and in right here. One of them. Here's a couple tree lanes. There's a brown oak branching on that tree lane. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Browned out where this one leans up actually points right to this trail. And then you got the browned out leaf hanging there, so maybe there. Oh, here's a branching right here. Leaf hanging on there, shoved on there, it looks like. Well, if they're not dimensional, well, then that means they stay in the trees, don't hit the ground at a lot of points, or they, you know, go deep into the cedar swamps, things like that, or they migrate south where the snow ain't, you know, and I definitely have a very strong feeling they migrate south. A lot of them, I think. But, you know, I don't know for sure. This one's really cool. Just the things in here that are... Got that one leaned in, and this bend comes... Two bends here. There's one that comes up here, and then another one that comes in here, both tuck underneath this one. Actually, that second bend, this bend that comes this way, tucks underneath that bend, and then that bend's held down by that tree line. And I have not come across a track. There was a point this fall where I kind of felt, you know, it might have been likely that they were leaving, you know. I had a sense that they were leaving. So here is a major, they got the structures right here. One of their major hangouts is right here. I got to see a lot of stuff done and changed right here through the summer. Like these types of structures. They had, I put this on another video. I showed my stepbrother this too. Oh, that tree right here. I think it was that one. Was that one or that one? Was actually leaned up against this, right? And it was shoved in the ground here. Soft, shoved in the ground. I'm like, this was recently placed. I brought him down here, showed him. Well, it ended up leaning in that way then. And now it ended up back here to make this structure. See, that one's broke off. You know, that's very likely a dead center. So this one here, where it comes up, usually they come more straighter and then come over and butt off. That's like an entry, you know, entry to a hangout or the set right here, guys. I actually recorded a Sasquatch sitting behind this structure right there. So he'll set either here or right there, and it's all blinded off right here. So I think he's sitting right here. So you got all woven in, bent in. Got the structure, they'll sit right here. I had one. Not seeing it now. It was perfectly balanced. Where I'd touch the branch, it would rock back and forth. And it was right on this trail. I'm not seeing it. Pay attention to these too. I'd say about 95% of the time they're on trails. Browned out leaf hangs. Like they'll hang a leaf and they'll end up browning out. Yeah, and here's the trail. You got the browned out leaf hang. Trail comes right here. Right here. The deer actually followed it. Right there, right there. There's actually a perch here somewhere. I found a horse halter in it. Never been a horse on this property. It was logged. And then, you know, it might have been horses years and years and years ago, but not for quite a long time. Look at this one broke off. Quite a long time, but the nearest horses are literally through the woods that way, probably about, I'd say about a mile away. And ended up having a horse halter here. There's another browned out leaf hang. Right at a bend. What better marker for a Sasquatch than that right there? Here's a bend. Possible perch. Definite trail. Yeah, going down this trail, right? Ends up having a perfect break. Well, and I got a lot of videos through this last winter, spring, fall. I've been uploading a lot of those. If you guys wonder, you know, Minnesota should be snowing. I'm posting videos of lush green trees and grass and whatever, you know. It's only because I never posted them. I started my YouTube channel literally like, I had a YouTube channel. I changed the name to Northern Minnesota Sasquatch. Posted my first video and just been posting videos since. But I literally probably have 100 videos of researching, you know, for the last, it's been under a year. I like these ones that come so far over. And then tuck, you know. I like these ones. This one actually comes. Got a round out leaf sitting there, but it bends over. It's like they blocked that there so they wouldn't walk there in their trail, I think. It's right here where that's pointing. Their entry to their hangout. And right there I had a clear sighting. And right there, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 trees that come all to the same point.